Welcome to Suncoast View. I'm Stephanie Roberts. Our southeastern guide dog, Wrigley, reaches another milestone. We'll show you how he's one step closer to being an official service dog.
I'm celebrity makeup artist Mickey Williams, and I'm going to share with you my beauty secrets to lead you to the fountain of youth.
I'm Bo Beth, and the holiday shopping season is here. That means your packages that you may buy could be piling up on your doorsteps. We'll give you tips to keep them safe.
And I'm Linda Carson. We continue our holiday shopping guide. Today, we'll tell you how to keep your music lovers on your list from singing the blues. All that and more right now on Suncoast View.
Welcome to the show, and welcome back to our good friend Mickey Williams.
Hey, ladies.
Great to see you.
Fountain of youth, huh?
Oh, yeah, baby. Don't you know I know all about it?
Well,
ready.
you better share some before it's too late for me.
Speaking of fountains, I have to make fun of Mickey for just a minute because Mickey comes and we look at her and she's so put together and, you know, obviously knows every beauty and makeup trick in the world. But when you look closely, how should we put this? Things are not always as they seem. Mickey, tell us what happened to your makeup and your nice black dress today.
You know, I was hanging out with Bobo in the makeup room, and all of a sudden, it was not Bobo's fault, but I was hanging out with her, and we were getting ready, and I was just doing the final touches, and I was going to go out and have time to do my nails, and lo and behold, I went to squirt the foundation, and it just squirted all over me.
All I heard was a scream, and I look over, and it is everywhere, even on the back.
The dress looked polka-dotted.
Completely.
Now, the
We
difference...
were wondering if we were just going to make it look like it was supposed to be like an 80s splatter effect.
And
We
I don't
really
see
didn't
it
know.
showing too much on camera, but Linda had the best point. When bad things happen to you, you know how to fix them.
Yes.
Linda and I would have been in the sink scrubbing. So
Yeah.
That's
tell
what was
us
the option.
secret
I
to
knew I
getting
had one
it out.
shout wipe, which did not do anything.
Okay.
Let's be honest.
What's the bottle?
But then I thought, why don't I use micellar water?
Micellar water?
Micellar water. Yeah, we've had this on before. This one is by Origins, and it actually is a water, like a mineral water that you use on your skin, but it has a tad of oil in it. So since I'm wearing black, I figured I would just beat my chest down with micellar water and the shout wipe, and lo and behold, I don't think you can really see
No, it worked really well.
So
perfect.
many uses for micellar water, but
Keep it
one
in your
is,
purse.
yeah.
Cleaning your clothes.
And
Yeah.
not that we wish bad things on people like Mickey, but sometimes it's nice to know things are not as perfect as they seem, right, Linda? Come on, we all get that.
Exactly.
The rest
thing
of
is
us,
she knows what to do.
yeah,
That's
the
very
rest of
true.
us would have been in the sink washing our clothes.
Right. We
And
would've.
then wearing wet clothes for the rest of the day.
Stuff
Leaning over
happens.
the sink like this to wash
Yes.
them.
We
Yeah.
often get dirty in the kitchen. That's why we do it at the end of the show, in case you were wondering. But we will say hello to our good friend Paulette Callender from A Savory Palette in the kitchen today. What are we making?
Well, you're going to start out to celebrate National Apple Day with a caramel apple balsamic martini. Then we're going to make a fig spread brie along with some Greek tomatoes and garlicky sriracha shrimp.
Oh my goodness, the best party appetizers and ideas from A Savory Palette. Cannot wait for that. But girls, cheers from Paulette. Today is officially Eat a Red Apple Day. And I love the fact that when we said it was Red Apple Day, Paulette made it into a martini. But that is a wonderful way to celebrate. And some great.
That's really good.
Isn't that wonderful? The use of balsamics and oils at A Savory Palette is phenomenal. So some great ideas that
not
you
all
may
apple.
want to check out. Apple with a kick.
I felt the kick.
Very fun. All right, well, it is time for our first hot topic. And rumors continue to swirl about what really happened to the California mother kidnapped while jogging and found on the side of a road alive 3 weeks later. Her husband is now speaking out, saying that Sherry Papini was bound, beaten, starved, and her skin branded with a message from her captors. Authorities are releasing very limited information as they continue to search for her two reportedly female abductors, but they have said they have no reason to doubt her story. Yet online, tons of speculation and doubt are posted about the feasibility of what she says happened. Linda, I can imagine you're fascinated. I am digging into the story every chance I get. Why do people not want to believe her? It's making me nuts.
Because if it's just random and it could happen to her, it could happen to any of us. So we're all in danger. And I think people don't like to believe that. They like to think somehow it's her fault. Somehow it's connected with her, because they just don't believe that we're all so vulnerable out there.
But I think we are. That's why we have to be cautious and pay attention to our surroundings, because at any point something bad could happen to anybody.
She was jogging in the middle of the morning.
I jog all the time, and you know why I feel like there's so much lashing on this woman? And I know, and I hate to say this, it's because she's pretty.
Yes.
I hate that. I absolutely hate that, but that's what I believe. And I think it's horrible just because she's pretty and she's attractive and they didn't find her dead. I think they're like, well, there's something suspicious here. You know, and so I feel like whether there is or there isn't, it has to be investigated. And I just don't like the fact that people profile attractive people, especially attractive women.
It is an odd story, though.
The police are looking into it.
Female abductors. Female abductors is a little odd.
Well, you know what? Female are the worst. I'm not trying to be mean,
When
but
we're
women
mean,
are more
we're really mean.
women are more mean than guys. And the reality, she may
Women
have,
on women.
who knows? Like, she could have pissed off the wrong woman, and next thing you know, this lady has
I
like
bet
a
they didn't know
vendetta
her.
against her.
You know what?
You think it's
People are
random?
watching too much TV.
I don't think it's random.
And
I don't think
that's-
any crime is random.
That's me, because I watch all ID Discovery
Oh my
all
gosh,
the
I love
time.
that.
Oh,
Women
I
who
do
kill.
too.
Oh
I can
my
watch it for
gosh, I
12
love it.
hours.
I'm
Yes.
You guys are going to be on Snap.
And it's always the husband or
even
the wife
better.
on those shows.
Right.
Always. That's not the truth in real
Listen,
life.
if someone has a mental illness and they're sick in the head or they're sick in, other ways in their body, then they're going to act out on it. And it could be a woman or it could be a man. But
Or
they're
a child.
definitely, or a child. But I do believe that, women on women crimes is not
Yeah, it's
anything
not,
new.
Right, it happens.
We don't
Absolutely
have
not
to
anything
defend
new.
ourselves just against one sex. It's everybody that's out there that could
We
be
don't
a
have the
predator.
full story yet. Investigators obviously can't put all the details out there because it's an active investigation. But I have been shocked with what we've seen online. We'll
Oh,
continue
yeah.
to keep it updated when we've got more facts.
And we're watching, everybody I think is watching more closely now.
But what's
than
more,
our jogging.
what's disturbing is when they did have the press conference and the law enforcement officer was kind of talking about some of the injuries that she had. Like, you don't make that up. You don't break your nose yourself.
hope
You don't
not.
brand yourself on the butt. You don't do
Right.
those things.
I would hope
I
not.
can't imagine doing that kind of, putting yourself in that kind of
Yes.
pain for no
Right.
reason.
Regardless, something terrible has happened.
Absolutely.
One way or the other. So everybody just needs
It's gone,
time.
girl, you guys.
All right. We'll see what happens, similar to that book. A new A&E documentary is detailing Leah Remini's experience with Scientology, and the first show drew more than 2 million viewers. It's an 8-episode series, and it's going to follow Remini as she gathers stories from the Church of Scientology ex-members. Remini was part of the church for more than 30 years, and the stories are sobering. They're full of alleged abuses and broken families. The church now has a website dedicated to disputing the series. This is not the first time we've seen this kind of thing happen. Do you think these types of religions or groups ever change when stories like this get released?
I think they tighten up on the people inside there. But I think one reason for this is they keep it so secret. If it weren't so secret, then we wouldn't be wondering so much what's going on. So if they have nothing to hide, open it up and let the public see, and then stories like this wouldn't fly.
But I feel like all stories, maybe they're exaggerations, but all stories have some basis. There's some truth behind it. And to go this far to tell a whole story or do a series, because she's been exposing this for a couple years now.
Yes.
I don't think it's all made up.
Oh, I don't either. I don't either for a minute.
Nikki doesn't know what to say.
She's a member of the
I'm
Scientology.
not a Scientologist, but I know her. And it's just.
You think she's crazy?
I don't think she's crazy. I just think that her grandmother passed away and my friend had to take care of her. And she went into the press, and this is a horrible thing for me to say, but she went to the press and acted like it was the most tragic thing that ever happened, and she never showed up to help with Mary at all.
So maybe the amount of truth in this
I feel like
story.
when you're a celebrity, yes, she was involved in this for 30 years, but I haven't really seen her doing much, so great, she got a show, but I definitely think that she likes to trump things.
So this is
as
She
you
likes
would
the
say.
publicity.
Yeah, this is a whole
I mean,
stunt
I
to
just have
get
a
back
personal
into the
situation with
limelight.
this because my friend Val gave up everything to take care of her grandmother, who was the woman down the hall.
Well, I think Beth makes a good point that with all of these stories, there's often a grain of truth. As they say, it's just to the extent that it is portrayed accurately that we all, have to be careful
I mean,
what we
she's
believe.
still a celebrity. Trying to
Exactly.
get fame.
Speaking of celebrities, your next Netflix binge can follow you wherever you go, whatever celebrity shows you're watching, and it's a fraction of what it used to cost to see it on the go. Netflix now allows you to download select TV shows and movies. That means you no longer have to be connected to the internet to stream them. Right now, it's primarily for their original content, but for those of you who are way behind like me, who have not seen Orange is the New Black, yeah, it's on there. So I'm excited about this. And then it's going to expand to include other shows and movies. Data costs have been a concern for streaming for quite some time, and this is a welcome change for many people. Anybody going to use this on the go?
I got to get Netflix first.
Oh, you got to catch up. Linda, I know you have it.
I have Netflix, and it's the only time I can watch it because my grandchildren, the minute I'm home, come down and they watch Peppa Pig and the Veggie Tales and all those things. So when it says Linda's favorites, it's all kiddie stuff.
Well, Mickey, you're on the go.
Yes.
Will this help you to be able to stream?
Yeah. I mean, I probably should watch less television, but yeah.
Oh, ID Discovery. You'll see some great murders.
I know.
But what
I do
would be
love my
good though,
ID.
like if you're on a plane, you can download the movie
The
before
show,
or
the
show
movie.
before, and then watch it the whole time you're on the plane.
I totally agree with that, but I feel like it takes up, like you said, so much space, and it also is, you know, depending upon like where you are and how far you're going, it eats your battery. So I actually don't download movies anymore to watch on the
right
plane.
now Netflix only works on the phones and iPads. You know, we're not able to put it on anything, you know, like the laptop with all the space. But we're getting there. And you know, I don't have time at home to sit down and watch TV. So when I am on the go and can do that, I think it's great.
I think it's great for people who have kids.
Yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely.
Well, I am flying to Africa in January, so you can just bet I'll have lots and lots of things.
Where else are you going, and why aren't you taking
Listen,
it?
I may die someday. I've got to do this now.
Well,
So
get it
I'm-
in, get it in.
I can go.
Oh, darn, you should have told me.
All right, we're going to get in a couple more fun things. A very fun surprise for University of Texas students using a free ride program at school. Actor Matthew McConaughey showed up in a golf cart. I'd have probably fallen over. I'd have been so excited. And it was to drive students as part of what's called Sure Walk. That stands for Students United for Rape Elimination. It's a volunteer program where people come and walk or drive students home from campus after dark. McConaughey is a proud UT alum and supporter. He has a home in Austin, and he wanted to give back and volunteer. So he was the guy that showed up to make sure the students got home safely.
Oh, I bet there are a lot of people waiting for the next ride.
Was he driving a Lincoln? And was the cart a Lincoln?
It wasn't, and his shirt was on. So it's not like we usually see him.
Look at the boy
Well,
growing,
I
the good
think-
old boys growing up.
I think that's amazing. You know, it shows support for a very important situation, and the fact
Absolutely.
that he did it, I'm sure those kids were excited.
Great to
Yes.
see people giving back. Well, 80s fans, listen up. Getting Facebook messages may be getting a lot more fun. Facebook is opening its Messenger app to outside game developers. Some of the first titles, Pac-Man and Space Invaders. Oh, I will take you on, Bobeth. You will have an option in Messenger to tap an icon and then play a game. Then your score gets posted in the thread, and other friends can come challenge you. So by adding third-party gaming, Facing is kind of hoping to rejuvenate some of that popular social gaming again. You may remember Farmville that so many people got into, but now you can do it within Messenger. Will you play?
Who has time?
I don't, yeah, I'm with Linda. I barely have time to check a text message, much less play a game.
I agree. I like the
you guys doing at
concept.
work?
Well, that's exactly right. I did wonder with Farmville and what was the candy one that everybody did.
Everybody
Who has
sends you
time?
those invitations. I still don't know what it is.
I've never played it, and I just don't know why I would
Well, there
have
are
time to do
people
that.
that do, including
Oh.
my sister. I don't understand what she does at work.
Everybody sends invitations, so I feel like everybody's playing
People
it.
are
We're just,
doing
like,
it.
the only ones
Yeah,
that aren't.
It
no.
makes you feel left out. But
Okay, well,
I'll
we will
live
be
with
left
it.
out. Don't invite us to play Pac-Man. It's probably not going to happen. Here's something I bet we aren't left out of. We've been asking all of you on the Suncoast to see your favorite Christmas trees and the decorating you've done in your homes. This one comes from an ABC7 employee who shall remain nameless.
Whoa.
Because those are wine bottles.
Woohoo.
I think this is hysterical. No, it was not done all at once.
It was no one on this set.
It was no one
it was
on this
not.
set, but this is her wine bottle tree, carefully constructed and collected from good girlfriends willing to donate to the cause. But just the way it's all lit up, there's actually one very similar to this in the Epicurean Hotel if you're ever up in South Tampa. But I thought this was a fun way to show
Oh,
your holiday
my
spirit.
goodness. I mean,
love
It
it.
is nice.
Isn't
with
that
all that
funny?
work.
That was a lot of work.
All the drinking.
Somebody had to do it,
Yeah.
though.
Yes.
We do want to see your Christmas tree photos and your holiday decorations, so send them to us on Facebook or on email, and you can always find us, of course, at mysuncoast.com. So lots of great stuff out there. All right, we're going to check in with our happy hour forecast, and when we come back, we're going to talk about how to keep your holiday packages safe.
Good afternoon. I'm Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan with your happy hour forecast. We've had some fog around parts of the area this afternoon. That fog continues to push to the south. It's associated with warm, moist air out ahead of a weak cold front. That cold front making its way down the state right now, and you can see it's brought a few showers with it. Not a lot of rainfall, but just a few passing showers, mainly to our south now, and the inland areas getting some light rainfall into Highlands County and also down south into Charlotte County. Nothing going on here along the coast except for that foggy condition that has been around at times. Some clouds, low clouds around, 76 degrees, and the dew point is 71. Winds are out of the west at 7. That's bringing that warm, moist air in over the Gulf of Mexico and creating that advection fog or sea fog as we know it. The forecast tonight does call for the possibility of some patchy fog forming once again late tonight. Temperatures will stay pretty warm, upper 60s by 11 o'clock. Now some cooler and slightly cooler air will move in throughout the day on Friday. We'll talk more about that coming up at 5. See you then.
Okay, I'm all about ordering online to get your holiday shopping done, but then you have to worry about all of those packages piling up on your porch when you aren't home. We ask our very good friend, Sarasota Police Chief Bernadette DePino, to come and give us some hints so we can keep all of those holiday things safe. Is this really a problem? Is there a Grinch like that out there, Chief?
There are, unfortunately. You know, the holidays are about giving things to people, but there's criminals out there that are opportunists that are about taking things. But there's things that you can do to keep your packages safe. Like, for instance, have it delivered to the post office instead, or think about having it delivered to your workplace, because then
that's a good idea.
Yeah, and then you know it's
Chief,
there.
they may not like that here because Linda probably would have 50 boxes a day showing up.
Well, maybe more.
You
But
do have to make sure that your workplace allows that to happen.
Good advice, though.
Yeah,
I mean, really.
But you could also have it delivered to a neighbor, a trusted neighbor, or a relative. Like, I'm going north for the holiday, so I'm thinking about shipping all my gifts up north to my daughter's house so that they're there. I can wrap them when I get there. There's also apps that you can manage your deliveries and know when it arrives at your house. Also think about security systems. Have a camera facing the front of your door, and then also have a sign saying, hey, this is under surveillance, so that the bad guys know you're being watched. Because again, they don't want to be caught. Also give delivery instructions to your UPS or your FedEx delivery person. Tell them, put it around back, maybe hide it behind the bush so that you know where it is. And maybe think about asking for a signature, especially for valuable, really expensive items. That way, when it comes to your house, if there's nobody home, they won't leave it there. They have to get a signature before they deliver the package.
And I know this time of year, do you guys get that kind of call, like someone came in and took my gift, or packages that were outside?
Yeah, they do. And unfortunately, there are people that ride through neighborhoods looking for packages, and they go up and they'll just act like they know what they're doing, pick up the package and take off. That's why security cameras are really a good thing. And you can actually view your cameras from your phone and be able to see what's going on at your house. But that's why some of these other tips will help you prevent yourself from becoming a victim of a theft.
I like the sign thing that says this, you have security. My dad had a sign on his porch and it said, beware, dangerous dog, not responsible if you are heavily injured. He had no dog, but I think it kept people from coming up there.
Does it work? I mean, honestly?
It does. It is a deterrent because, again, criminals are opportunists and they're looking for the easy mark. They're not looking to be confronted. They're not looking to get a dog attacking them. They often have those little devices where the dog is barking when you walk up onto a porch, so people may think, oh, there might be a dog here if somebody's home and opens the door. They don't want to be attacked by a dog. So anything you can do to make yourself less vulnerable to being attacked, by somebody taking your package, that's the safest thing to do with shopping online this year.
Let's talk a minute about vulnerability, because there's so many times we're out and about this time of year, busy on our phones, busy with our lists. What is the #1 safety concern that you have for everybody that could keep them safe when we're out and about?
Well, the biggest thing is people are not paying attention to their surroundings. When we go into the stores and we come out of the store with all these packages in our hands, our purses are, really dangling and open, and we look like we're vulnerable. And that's what criminals are looking for, somebody that's an easy mark. So if you're not paying attention, you're walking along, they're going to push you over, steal your packages, steal your wallet. Identity theft is another big thing. Be very careful. I really recommend that you get the security sleeves for all of your credit cards, because people can walk by with a device and steal your credit card information. And be really careful when you're at the store and you're swiping your card or you're putting your card in. People can steal using a camera, taking a photograph of your credit card information. They watch you when you put your information, your PIN into the credit card. So those are the things. Pay attention to your surroundings. When you go to the mall, shop with your friends. I I don't like to shop alone. Go out with your girlfriends. Make sure you're in a group. Second thing, when you go and park your car, remember where you park your car and park it in.
Me.
I don't remember ever.
And park it in a well-lighted place, and then remember where you parked it. And if you don't have a good memory, take a photograph of the aisle where you're parked and the number, so that you can go back right to that location. And then have your keys in your hand. Be ready to get to your car, and then look confident. Look like you know what you're going to do and that you can take care of yourself, because again, I'll go back to criminals are looking for an easy mark. They're looking for somebody that's weak and vulnerable.
You mentioned cars. What about, putting our packages? If we leave them inside the car on a seat, is that dangerous?
Oh, absolutely. You don't want to do that. And one of the biggest crimes we're facing in Sarasota right now is people leaving their car doors unlocked at their houses, in the malls, in parking lots.
That's crazy.
And well, it's crazy. In a way, people feel.
I forget.
You feel safe. You feel, and
Yes,
Sarasota is
it's
a safe
Sarasota,
place.
yes.
But criminals are opportunists, so lock your doors and leave your valuables in the trunk or out of the sight, and take them in the house. And also be really careful. Once you open up that big screen TV or the new techie item that you got, don't leave those boxes on the front of your house, because when the criminals ride by, they're like, oh, they just got a brand new Sony Bravia TV. I know I can break into their house later. So watch that kind of stuff, but definitely keep your packages hidden, put them in the trunk. Don't leave them where they can be seen. And, that's important for you to keep yourself safe and not become a victim, so you can have a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holiday.
And you've got a movie to make it even happier, a free movie, Angry Birds.
Yes, it's going to be December the 18th, 6 o'clock at Adams Lane, right at the police station. The field opens at 5, movie starts at 6.
Oh, that'll be so much fun.
Yeah.
Thank
Community
you so
event.
much.
Thank you for everything you do, Chief.
Thank you.
Yes.
Everybody be safe.
It's
I
great
appreciate
having
it.
you here.
I will lock my
Next,
door.
the
Yes.
best gifts for music fans.
At SWC Properties, we pride ourselves in providing to you the very best in customer satisfaction, and the secret's getting out. Maybe that's why so many people have chosen to list their homes with our friendly and qualified agents. After all, it only makes sense to list with a growing agency that markets in so many places. To list your home with SWC, give us a call at our office and ask for Teresa Witt.
These are our heroes. They have sacrificed so much to serve our country, and now Granny Nannies is truly honored to serve them. We're here, and we're ready to help. Call us today.
An important message for Americans eligible for Medicare.
Are you receiving all the benefits available to you? Do you know there is money available to lower your Medicare prescription costs?
Now's the time to find the coverage that's right for you at the right price. The way to do that is to explore your options. You can spend hours doing that yourself, or you can call Health Markets and let us do the legwork for you with no cost or obligation. We'll search a variety of plans from nationally recognized companies to find the coverage that's the best fit for you at a price that fits your budget, and we'll do it at no charge to you.
Plus, you may be able to save money on prescriptions. We'll tell you if you qualify.
Why pay a penny more than you have to for an insurance policy?
Let us find you the right plan at the right price and see if you qualify to lower your prescription costs.
Put our free service to work for you at no charge.
Call the number on the screen now to make sure you're getting all the benefits you deserve. Don't wait. Call now.
What makes America's #1 beach even better? How about seafood and music? Don't miss the Siesta Beach Seafood and Music Festival happening Saturday and Sunday, December 3rd and 4th from 10 to 6 p.m. Savor mouth-watering Florida Gulf Coast seafood dishes by top restaurants and chefs while you enjoy great live music from some of Florida's top musical groups. So grab your family and friends at the Siesta Beach Seafood and Music Festival December 3rd and 4th. For more information, visit seafoodfestivals.com.
At Granny Nannies, we provide your loved ones with the care they deserve, compassionate and experienced help right where you need it most, at home. Visit us at grannynannies.com.
A helping hand and a gentle heart.
Every day we're featuring a different gift idea for our viewers, and today the gift is the gift of music. Jenny Townsend, the founder of Music Compound in Sarasota, is here with us with some ideas for that inspiring musician in your life.
Well,
so someone like me.
Well, we actually brought several ideas today. Basically, our campaign is Give the Gift of Music this season.
Okay.
So whether it's something that lessons, whether it's something tangible, so we brought today some stocking stuffers and some nicely priced items as well.
All right, well, let's start off with over there by Mickey. And you mentioned that these items are $20 or under.
Around $20, right. So we have a variety of items, and you know, music is great. So a lot of people today are trying to find gifts that are technology-based. So if you're looking to find something that's not technology-based, here are some great things that musicians love in their stockings. So drumsticks is one of the items that I brought today. Those are great stocking stuffers for the drummer in your life. Next, we have a guitar strap. There's a variety of guitar straps that you can choose from. I brought a solid one today because it works for male or female, any age as well.
But you can get some that are creative with different designs and things like
yes.
that? Okay.
So they can show their individuality and the artist that they are. So
I like decorating those.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's
we
a
did
great
that with my niece. We bought a solid one and then we decorate. Well, we let her decorate it. So
Oh,
yeah,
that's a
I
great
love
idea. We may
solid.
have to do that at our holiday camp on Guitar Day. Well, we're making guitar picks as well too. So the next item, which is great for musicians, are strings, and those really the variety of different prices.
Oh, those
also
are
too.
strings.
I'm not a musician, but I have broken strings.
So even if you know somebody, you know, that may just play the guitar casually, still something they need.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
good
So and
idea.
there's violin strings, there's bass strings, acoustic guitar strings. So there's a variety of different strings that you can purchase. I listed here the ukulele, and the ukulele is great for any age. So for the little kids that are interested in getting a guitar, maybe start them with the ukulele.
That's
it's
a
a little
great
bit
idea.
easier on the fingers. It's easy to learn. It's actually the trending instrument right now.
Oh.
You know the girl Grace that was on America's Got Talent?
Yes.
Yeah.
Remember her playing the ukulele? So this is the instrument, and that's around $100. So this one's up here. It's not really a stocking stuffer, but it'll fit in the stocking
It'll
as
fit
well.
in the What is in front of that? What is
So this is a tuner. So you can use this tuner for your instruments as well. So every musician needs this. So it makes a great stocking stuffer along with picks. Every musician that plays
Right.
guitar
Yeah.
needs
Yes.
a pick as well.
So you can never go wrong with that if you're a
Correct.
musician.
Yes.
All right, now keeping forward, we have a light kit here.
This
I
is a
love
light kit,
this.
so you can put it on your music stand as well. So when you're performing out, or just at home as well if you want to play
Well, it works,
outside.
and they clip onto a book on the piano too, because I know
Exactly.
finding a piano light can be hard.
That can.
Speaking of books, you have some
Right.
music.
So music books are always very, very popular. So whether it's Taylor Swift, it's Frozen, classic rock, you can pick those up at local stores, Guitar Center, Fote, Sam Ash. And a variety of these instruments and ideas can be also purchased through Triton Music Services too,
All right,
locally.
we don't have a lot of time, but I do want to mention the items on the bottom.
Right, so those are about $100, and I've got a guitar, which is a full size for an adult, and we also have a drum as
They're
well.
only $100?
Around $100.
So you can get somebody started though at a really reasonable price. Because I know if my child asked me for a guitar, my first thought would be, yeah, no. Because how do I know if you're really going to like it?
Right.
But for that,
$100,
yeah,
not
you
that
can
bad.
actually get some experience.
$1,000 another store.
Well, they go up that high, I bet.
Right.
Well, you mentioned earlier that, you know, when you're buying guitars and some of the instruments, they come in sizes. What are something,
Correct.
you know, what should people think about when they're buying those?
I think they need to really think about the size of the child. So the smaller the guitar would be for smaller kids, obviously. So that comes like a 3/4 size, and that's great for beginners. We have a lot of people that come for lessons, and they want to use the instrument that someone purchased them, but it's either the wrong size or they don't like that instrument. So find out really what the people that you're purchasing these items for are really into. You can't go wrong with lessons as well. So
Yeah, can you give the gift of lessons?
You can. You can give the gift of lessons. So you can invest in that education, find out if that's the right instrument for them, and then they can make that investment to purchase it as well. Because musicians, it costs a lot of money.
All right, the gift the grandparent will give that the parents are going to not like, the drums.
Right,
Sounds like
right.
a great idea to me. All right, so tell us about them.
Different sets of drums? Is that a bongo? What kind
Oh
of
yeah,
things?
so that's a djembe as well. So that's a Remo small drum as well, and then there's a cajon drum. So, but all of those are around $100. So I would definitely suggest give the gift of music, and if you're interested in lessons, come see Music
And they're
Compound.
quieter than snare drums.
Right.
Those have been disallowed at my
For my
house.
grandchildren in Atlanta, that would be
The ones that don't live with you?
All right,
Far
well,
away.
Music Compound has a holiday show that's going to be next Friday, December the 9th. It's going to be from 5:30 to 9 p.m. at their location off Cattleman Road in Sarasota. And if you want to get more information, you want to go to their website, musiccompound.com. Next, a special day for our guide dog, Wrigley. We'll tell you what his new special honor is. We'll be right back.
Have you ever wondered what it's like to save a life? Find out by donating platelets at Suncoast Blood Bank.
I'm Haley Wilgus, ABC7. Platelets aid in the clotting process and are vital in the treatment of cancer and surgical patients, trauma victims, and critically ill newborns. It's tough to keep enough on the shelves because they only last 5 days. To donate, call this number or visit scbb.org and you can help save a life.
ABC7 congratulates Suncoast Blood Bank on 65 years of serving our community. Help make the wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions come true by attending Christmas in Candyland, Saturday, December 3rd from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Michael's on East. It'll be a wonderful family event with treats, music, cookie decorating, face painting, and other children's activities, followed by a special visit by Santa. Proceeds benefit the Make-A-Wish Foundation of Central and Northern Florida. Get tickets at ChristmasinCandylandSRQ.com. Brought to you by these sponsors and ABC7. Stop by ABC7 or Sunset Kia in Sarasota, Bradenton, or Venice to pick up an Angel Tree gift tag. It will tell you what a local child or senior citizen is wishing for this holiday season.
From ABC7, thanks for your generosity and happy holidays.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
Selling your home? Insist on a 3D showcase tour from Gulf Shores Realty. Virtual tours are flat and boring and look more like a slideshow than a tour. A 3D tour from Gulf Shores Realty is like actually walking through the home without the drive. Get instant access to your next home from any device. Multiple views give homebuyers a perspective like no other. For a limited time, mention ABC7 and Gulf Shores Realty will provide a complimentary 3D tour with your new listing.
Since 1928, Karastan has been setting the standard in carpets and rugs, producing non-allergenic wools that won't promote the growth of bacteria or dust mites like other carpets will. Karastan wools actively remove contaminants from the indoor air, making your home healthier. And there are many colors and patterns and textures to choose from. Come see for yourself.
So many possibilities worth exploring. Minnesota flooring.
Types of timber, cuts of meat, cooking times, temperatures, rubs, seasonings, sauces. You name it, they know it. That's what makes them who they are, Sonny's Pitmasters. And proud of it. Come get some baby back ribs at Sonny's Barbecue. On their own or paired with favorites like jalapeno cheddar hot links or pulled or sliced pork plus 2 sides and bread. Sonny's Barbecue. Local Pitmasters since '68.
Welcome back to Suncoast View. We're going to check back in the kitchen with Paulette Callender from A Savory Palette. And Paulette, I know there's lots going on at St. Armand's this time of year. Tell us about the tree lighting and stopping by the store.
Well, Friday night is our tree lighting. And on December 8th, Nicole with My Delicious Blog will be at Savory Palette. We're doing all different types of desserts with champagne, Prosecco, and wine.
Yum. And what we were sipping was actually a martini with some balsamic in it. Is that correct?
Yes, some Gravenstein apple balsamic with a salted caramel rim.
You can do many creative things, so you will want to check out A Savory Palette in St. Armand's, and we'll see you in the kitchen in a little bit. All right, thank you. Well, as you may know, we are very honored to be raising a puppy for Southeastern Guide Dogs with hopes that our Wrigley will go on to transform someone's life. Today marks an important milestone in Wrigley's development, and I am excited to share it with you. Wrigley is ready to receive his puppy coat. And here to tell us what that means is someone who has helped Wrigley so much getting to this accomplishment. It's Area Coordinator Mary Jo Keefe. And welcome, Mary Jo.
Thank you.
Tell us, first of all, what is an Area Coordinator? What is your role in helping Wrigley and me with his development?
Well, I'm also a volunteer and I also puppy raise, but my job as an area coordinator is to coordinate the puppy meetings that we have twice a month and be available for all the raisers if they have any questions or issues with their puppies.
And we have lots of questions because, as many of you can imagine, raising a puppy is not unlike raising a child. They're always full of surprises. So Wrigley has been wearing his puppy bandana.
I got it right
which Bo
here.
Beth has, that you've seen on our show, and now he is ready to receive his coat. So tell us the difference between having a puppy bandana and then actually having a coat.
Well, the bandana, they start off with just to identify them as a puppy in training, as you get to know them and teach them the basics. And then when they receive the coat, this officially gives them their public access rights. That means he's been prepared and he's gone through a lot of training with you so far, and now he's ready to step out in public and show his stuff.
And Mom is a little nervous about that, but no, it is very exciting. It's exciting for us too. People ask me all the time, oh, has he been to all these restaurants? Has he been to Target and Publix? And the answer is no, he hasn't, because he has not yet earned his coat. He's been practicing a lot at the office, all these skills, and of course at home with us, but now we will begin our public adventures. Let's talk about what Wrigley had to do to earn his coat, because we've been working very hard and we have a list of things for people to understand the process with, and a lot of it starts with age.
Yes. Yes, he has to, first of all, he has to have all his shots.
Right, so we have he's 16 weeks old or more. Wrigley actually is almost 18 weeks old.
And that will keep him healthy in public.
Yeah, so he has his shots. Also, our manners are very important, and the biggest one is we know where to use the bathroom. So we call it basically housebroken.
Basically housebroken. He's gone past that, so you're not going to take him into a store and have a surprise. Hopefully not.
And you know what? And to that extent, we know that they do make mistakes. They're babies, so that I am carrying, because Bobeth worries about these things, all sorts of cleanup supplies and bags, Bobeth, because Bobeth is the one worried about him making a mess.
Yes, an entire backpack full. She's ready. She's prepared.
She's avoided my desk so far, so she's done a good job.
There you go. That's what's important.
Bobeth's desk.
And he had to learn his basic commands, which we will work on, I assume.
And puppy kindergarten.
And he did more, training in puppy kindergarten. And he graduated this week.
He did graduate from
very
puppy kindergarten.
successful.
And one thing I really love about the Southeastern program is that it's really structured like school. He's been to puppy kindergarten. Now we're kind of working our way through elementary school in my home. And would you say that our outings are more like high school?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Now, what is his high school then?
High school, you're going to go to the mall, and you're going to go to
oh, no, we're not ready for that.
He's not ready for that
Okay,
yet.
so we're heading to elementary school.
Right, so you can start off with a grocery store or a little drugstore that's quiet, but you don't want to go into the big, overwhelming stores with lots of crowds and too many
You're right, I don't.
We're doing baby steps.
Yeah, and that's a lot of how the dog training is. It is baby steps with the eventual goal that he will go back to Southeastern then for Guide Dog University. So let's go over some of these basic commands so we can show what Wrigley has been able to learn. All right, big guy.
I'm going to get out of the way.
You're supposed to be able to do this everywhere.
Don't get nervous.
So what should we do with him first?
Just get his attention and put him in a heel position.
Heel. Let's get him to stand. Wrigley, heel. Heel, Wrigley. Yes. Good heel. So
good marker word. Heel is the position that they start in before you move out on any outing.
So next to your heel?
Next to you
Wrigley,
on the left-hand side, and he's right at her left knee. That's the position right there.
Okay.
Okay? A little straighter, but he's still little. He did good. He did
that
good.
rear end should be over
so
here.
how about you put him in a sit?
Okay. Wrigley, sit.
Very nice.
Good.
Very nice.
And now I'm not treating sits anymore because that should be fairly automatic at this point.
It's part of the basics.
He knows that.
He knows it. He's got it.
He likes to sit.
How about a down?
Down.
Good job.
He loves that position.
Can he hold a stay yet?
He can hold a stay better in a sit than a down.
Then put him in a sit.
Put him in a sit. All right, we're going to use a little cheat. And these are lures. We can explain to people that he is a very food-motivated puppy, as many retrievers are. So we use that to teach.
Yes.
And then we slowly eliminate the treats. Wrigley, sit.
Good job.
Stay. Good stay.
Very nice. That was excellent.
Stay.
And how about you walk to the end of your leash and have him, and then give him a come.
Wrigley, come. Yes.
Excellent.
Good come.
And she did the targeting. You notice that he hit her fist? That's part of the training that will eventually happen as a service dog. You teach them to target, and that's how we start off with it. That was perfect.
Thank you.
Absolutely perfect.
No wonder he got his new coat.
Well, and let's talk about that, because the coat itself, and again, this is what I love about Southeastern, everything has a protocol, and it's all done for a reason that we may not understand, because then a visually impaired person would need to be doing it so that he's used to the method being the same for everyone. So putting on a coat is a very special process, and not one that I'm familiar with. So Mary Jo, please teach me how we're going to do this. This is a big moment, Wrigley.
All right, Wrigley. So the command is harness on. And the reason we do this is if a visually impaired person wants to put the harness on their guide dog, that's the command they give. And the idea is that they hold the harness in one position and the dog steps through it rather than, if they can't see, moving the harness around and whacking the dog in the face with the harness.
How to put it on.
So the
Right,
dog
so
learns
it's the dog's job to put
exactly.
his head through.
You ready, Ricky?
Oh, he's ready. He
Harness
keeps trying.
on. And we start with the Lord. Good job.
Good work, Wrigley. Good
And
boy.
would you like to try it for the first time on
Okay,
TV?
I would love to.
I would just
Come on, Steph.
ask you to
Wrigley's
hold
growing
that
up so
like that.
fast.
Okay. And then do we have a kibble?
You have a kibble and
Yep,
hold
we'll
it
get a
in front
kibble.
and lure him through.
Now, one nice thing about Wrigley is, girls, you may remember during Halloween, we dressed him up as a triceratops and a dinosaur. Well, he wasn't afraid of the costume, so we've learned right away that he's not afraid to put this over his head, because you have said some puppies hesitate.
Yes.
Yeah, he's
some
not a
have-
very hesitant puppy.
Turn it around the other way.
Oh, see, Mom has to learn too.
There you go.
Harness on.
But the thing is, I'm just
There
amazed
you
that
go.
he's
Very
there for
nice.
it. He
Good.
walks
Yeah.
right into it.
Now, do remember, I have a treat, so he's highly motivated to put it on, but that's good. Well, we are very proud of him. I'll let Mary Jo do that for us. And again, Mary Jo, a huge thank you to you for all the support and help. Southeastern is amazing in helping us train Wrigley. And Wrigley, by the way, is becoming a social media guy. You know, he's old enough now. I let him have a social media account. He has Twitter and Instagram, and he talks about what he thinks about living in my crazy world. It is at Wrigley's View, and it is a lot of fun. So join in and check us out. He'll tell you everything he is up to. And also for more information about the need for more volunteers at Southeastern Guide Dogs. We could not do this without people like Mary Jo. You can go to guidedogs.org. I can tell you it's been a very rewarding experience. I think, girls, for all of us.
I know. I'm really
We
rewarded
love
right
Wrigley.
now.
Yeah,
and we're so proud of him.
He's a good guy. So say hi to us. We're going to be out and about now on the Suncoast. Coming up next, Mickey brings us the Fountain of Youth. Stay with us.
Download ABC7's free all-new news app at your app store today.
Holiday scratch-offs are here, and oh, they make great surprises. Imagine the joy they will bring. With over $126 million in prizes, use them for a wreath or a place card for your feast. Attach them, scratch them, and let the magic happen. Holiday scratch-offs. The Florida Lottery has them. Just imagine.
From our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is an ABC7 News Update.
Good afternoon, I'm Haley Wilgus. Here's what we're working on for 5 o'clock. Another plan to add parking meters to a busy Suncoast city where Venice is considering installing these. And President Obama plans to make another trip to Tampa, what the commander-in-chief plans to do during his visit to MacDill Air Force Base. Now let's check in with Bob.
Thanks, Haley. We are looking at a weak frontal system making its way through the Suncoast. It brought some fog around, still that fog hanging around in places. As this cold front continues to move southward, it will bring in some slightly cooler air. Overnight lows expected to be a few degrees cooler than it has been, but still above average. The average low into the mid to upper 50s, and so we'll see lows in the upper 50s to near 60 degrees. There are a few showers well inland and down to our south near Punta Gorda. Not much rain here at all. Things are quiet on that front, but still some low clouds hanging around. We'll have more in our forecast coming up today at 5.
ABC7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you weeknights at 5.
I owed the IRS $10,000.
I owed the IRS $20,000.
The IRS garnished my wages.
They put a lien on my house.
The IRS is the most powerful collection agency in the world. They do not give up until you pay.
I couldn't sleep. We were being audited. I called Tax Solutions Now, and a great big weight was lifted off my shoulders.
I called Tax Solutions Now, and they got the IRS off my back.
Tax Solutions Now had my wage garnishment lifted in 48 hours.
Tax Solutions Now can get you help. Our agents know the rules, can stop the pain, and get you the best deal.
We saved our home and overcame the most powerful collection agency in the world.
We connect you with a team of former IRS agents and tax professionals who get the IRS off your back. Time is running out. Call Tax Solutions now.
Call 1-800-565-7740. That's 1-800-565-7740.
Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
And welcome back. We're always looking for the right product to help our skin look more vibrant and fresh. And today, our favorite makeup artist, Mickey Williams, brought us some of her picks for really, really good products, Mickey. So tell us about Elastin.
Well, this product is getting a ton of, press right now, lots and lots of following behind it. They've had products before in the past that have been great for people who are going through recovery. They've had their Nectar, which is an unbelievable product. This is more their daily restorative product. Okay. And what this does is this is like a maintenance plan. So this is right here, Elastin Skincare's Restore and Renew line. And it's 4 products that work together to kind of give you that optimal skin health. And how it is utilized is it has their Tri-Hex technology, which is really just this potent blend of like peptides, right? So it's going to support the skin's natural ability to kind of produce elastin and collagen. Now, what's really incredible about this product is it has been scientifically backed. We love things that just don't make claims. We love the fact that these products actually do work. And what's incredible is we have some before and afters that are just really going to blow your mind. I want you to take a look, first of all.
Oh, yes.
So take a look at these before and afters. Now, what's incredible about this is that you can see these were deep creases. And now this is a 4-week before and after, which you don't see these kind of problems. These are actual patient results. And what's great is it works on volume, tone, texture, appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. And you really have just four products that really work hand in hand together. But just seeing that alone with something that you're putting on topical daily is quite unbelievable without having to have, any other kind of like procedures done.
Yes,
so
right, no pain with this.
Exactly. We want that elastin back in our skin. We want that collagen back in our skin. But we also want to work on uneven skin tone. We want to work on that volume. We always say if we want to keep volume somewhere, we want to keep it in our skin on our face, right?
Absolutely. All right, so that other product does that?
Let me show you. We've got 4 products right here. The first product is their Restorative Skin Complex with Tri-Hex technology. This is like a luxurious formula. It enhances skin's volume. It has lifting. It improves the appearance of sagging skin, which is so important. We see that so much as we get older. And it's smoothing the lines and wrinkles. This is really the first step. This is just an unbelievable kind of treatment for your skin. Our second product right here is the Restorative Eye Treatment. This also has that Tri-Hex technology. It reduces the appearance of wrinkles, discoloration, puffiness, and sagging around the eye area. What I love about this product is that you can actually use it on the upper eyelid. We see a lot of products that do not tell you to use it on upper eyelid. This is beautiful. It's also incredible under makeup. I want to say that too. Our third product is our Ultra Nourishing Moisturizer. This also has the Tri-Hex technology in it. It's going to nourish and hydrate the skin, the face, the neck, the décolleté. Why not, right? So this is awesome, and it's also going to support the skin's natural ability to produce that healthy collagen and those hydrators that protect the skin.
So there's an order to it. Yeah. We use restorative, then eye, then moisturizer.
As we would any product, yeah. So these are really designed to really work together. But at night, we find that we go to a little bit heavier cream or we go to retinols, right? So their last product I really love is the Renewal Retinol 0.5. Now this is kind of a medium range in retinol, but what's important is they've really done the work to make sure that this is not going to be super irritating to your skin. It has active retinol and it's encapsulated in a solid lipid with like these potent hydrators that protect the skin's dehydration, resulting in a formula which can be used every single evening. Now what happens with retinols is if you really want to make sure that they get into that skin right away, okay? Yeah. Because that's what causes the irritation is when they sit on the skin too long and they dry it out. So they've kind of balanced it with all of these hydrators. So it's just an unbelievable product, and that's why we're seeing so many people talking about it right now.
It's nice to have a line that all works together.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love that.
And you can go onto their website at elastin.com and find a provider, a physician provider that has it in their offices. And I found a lot of them right here in the Sarasota area.
Perfect.
Oh, good. All right, well, thank you so much, Mickey. It's always great to get your picks. Yes. And next, we're going to have a Christmas classic. We'll be right back.
If you want 24/7 access to ABC7's breaking news stories, weather forecasts, traffic alerts, health reports, Suncoast View, and more ABC7 programming. Now there's good news. Introducing the free ABC7 channel on Amazon Fire TV. Your 24/7 access to ABC7. Just search ABC7 on the streaming device and download the free ABC7 channel app. Or if you don't have an Amazon Fire TV, you can get one at Amazon.com.
You might feel like there's too many problems in the world, or that, you as a 15-year-old, 16-year-old can't really make a difference.
It's not always about you. It's not just one person. It's a group. It's a team.
Just that simple act is transforming someone else's life.
It's one of the best feelings in the world.
It'll just make you feel so good about yourself.
I'd do anything to convince you just to be a part of this.
We're losing exotic animals on a daily basis, and the ones that we have in captivity are really the ambassadors for their wild counterparts. I'm Clayton Rozier from the Big Cat Habitat and Gulf Coast Sanctuary, housing over 150 exotic animals that needed a great home. And if you love animals, please help them. Do it locally. Support your local no-kill shelters, your local wild animal sanctuaries. Make a difference where you can.
At ABC7, it's all about being here for you. ABC7 News at 7 with award-winning investigative journalist Alan Cohn. In-depth reporting and debate on important issues and stories in our community, with a featured topic of the day and a live roundtable discussion with community leaders and newsmakers, plus a quick recap of the day's top stories and weather. ABC7 News at 7, weeknights. Now more than ever, we're here for you, Suncoast.
You've seen me roll for 100 G's, but I got a little more than dough riding on this one. They call you Lady Luck, but there is room for doubt. At times you have a very unladylike way of running out. And so the best that I can do is pray. Luck, be a lady tonight.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
All right, gather around the TV tonight. It is a holiday tradition and it's such a great thing to pass on to everyone. The Charlie Brown Christmas is on tonight, right here on ABC7 at 8 p.m. Oh, the sad little tree, the gentle music.
That's how my tree's gonna look.
I always get that tree.
This is just
a
fun tradition for many, many years, one you can share with your family. You're not going to miss it tonight at 8. Make sure you make the time. All right, it is time for us to head to the kitchen with some new traditions with Paulette from A Savory Palette.
ABC7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you, weeknights at 5. Stop by ABC7 or Sunset Kia in Sarasota, Bradenton, or Venice to pick up an Angel Tree gift tag. It will tell you what a local child or senior citizen is wishing for this holiday season.
From ABC7, thanks for your generosity and happy holidays.
Pro Cream by Dr. Anna, known as the facelift in a bottle, is an all-natural anti-aging formula that tightens skin and muscles, making you look younger. It's made in Sarasota with real pearls, Chinese herbs, and no preservatives. Visit our store or at pearlcreambydranna.com.
From our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is an ABC7 News Update.
Hello, I'm Haley Wilgus. Here's what we're working on for 5 o'clock. Nearly a dozen people held hostage inside a Florida credit union. How police and the SWAT team were able to get them all out safely after a 2-hour standoff. Now, let's head over to Bob.
Thanks, Haley. We had some interesting fog move in today, some sea fog. Get a look at the Van Wezel webcam looking out. Again, this is a Peace River actually showing quite a bit of clouds and low-level clouds and fog moving in earlier today, and that fog was rather thick around parts of Sarasota and Manatee. It's starting to thin out a bit as the front is working its way southward now. There are a few showers well to the east and near Lake Okeechobee. Not much rain here associated with the front. Look for some slightly cooler and drier air to move on in through throughout the overnight hours. We're expecting low temperatures to drop down into the upper 50s to low 60s. Right now it's 76. More in your forecast at 5.
The all-new MySuncoast.com. Just another way we're here for you.
I knew I could get myself out of this. I just needed some hope and some help.
I took the first step to recovery when I made the call.
If you're depressed, drinking, and using drugs, you may need help. And the Affordable Care Act guarantees coverage of substance abuse. Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment.
I had problems just getting to sleep, drinking and using pills every night.
I feel like I'm losing control. I'm afraid I'll lose my job or even my family.
Are you losing hope? You can recover and get back on track. Call now for hope and help with proven, gentle recovery programs.
I never thought that I could be somebody who didn't drink and use drugs.
I have something to hold on to for strength. I'm in recovery, getting the help I need.
Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment with someone who cares.
Call 1-800-764-8708. That's 1-800-764-8708.
Being the caregiver for my husband is truly a blessing, but sometimes it's easy to lose a part of myself. To be my best, for him and for me, it's important to have time to be able to recharge. When I called Tidewell Hospice, they gave me the chance to do just that. They helped me find the time to care for myself, all the while with the peace of mind of knowing my husband is in the very best hands. Tidewell Hospice, it's more than you think.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
They took that stress and that tension when I was particularly feeling very bad after that nasty car accident, and it was such a relief to know that I didn't have to bear that burden alone, that I had help.
Our goal is to not just get a satisfactory settlement on their case. We want them up on their feet, happy again. They've gotten their life back.
Welcome back. We're here with Chef Paulette Callender from A Savory Palette, and it smells so good, and I'm so hungry. You always bring such good things.
All right, let's get started.
Yes, we're going to start with our sriracha garlicky shrimp.
Wow.
Okay. So in here we have our Tuscan herb olive oil, which is heating up now. So if you want to chop some of the garlic, we're going to add a little bit of the garlic. Yeah, and you can also use a garlic olive oil or a butter olive oil, but we decided to use the Tuscan herb.
And Paulette, for anyone that doesn't know, A Savory Palette has all these different infused oils.
Infused and fused.
Okay.
We have both.
And
There
difference.
is a difference. When they're fusing the olive oil, they actually take the product with the crop, with the olives, and they crush them together.
Okay.
Infused, they add it afterwards. So you have a much more potent with the fused. So you can go ahead and add that garlic into the Tuscan olive oil.
So much fun to chop it up.
You are good. Yes,
nice.
You are. You're like a professional. And then if you want to add the shrimp,
Linda.
we just have some veined, peeled shrimp, and we're going to add that into the olive oil.
Get on in there.
This is because I'm an old bag that I get to dump it in.
Just dump it in there. Perfect. And we're going to let this start to saute and start to infuse all of the flavors over there.
All right, so once that does that, what can I do with the tomatoes?
So the tomatoes, you're going to add some of our basil olive oil.
Okay.
Okay, so this is like a version of a caprese salad.
Oh, yeah.
But really easy on the fly.
Tell her how much, because she's heavy-handed.
That's perfect. Okay, and then we have our Greek seasoning from the Spice and Tea Exchange, and this has feta in it. It has a feta powder in it.
Let me smell.
So this is a really nice, easy.
No, half. She said half before.
She didn't say that.
You could do a little more. It's really your preference.
I can't eat Bo Best cooking because it's very spicy.
Yeah. So then we're just going to stir that around. You could just stir it a little bit, and it's going to again absorb all of the flavors, and it's going to be very, very nice and easy, quick if you have company coming over. And we can just put it into the platter. And you can just put some of the vine-ripe tomatoes and basil to give it a little beautiful, colorful Christmassy garnish.
Nice.
Sure.
The red looks great.
Sure.
That's not what you
And we
meant.
have some beer.
Paulette, you may want to
Does it
direct
not
her.
look good?
It looks like you threw it on.
Maybe Paulette should help.
All right,
All right, and then
I think
Paulette,
it's
tell me what I'm
beautiful.
doing with the brie.
Okay, so with the brie, we have a fig jam.
Okay.
We've softened that a little bit. And then you're going to put the jam, you're going to add 2 tablespoons of the black mission fig balsamic.
Oh, wow.
Okay, 2 nice tablespoons, perfect. And then
Smells
you're going
heavenly.
to stir that really well just to combine the flavors once again.
And again, you have a lot of different types of vinegars and balsamics at a savory palette, which certainly elevates to me the sophistication of our cooking.
We do. And you can come in and taste any of them.
Oh, that's nice, so you know what you're getting.
Even the fig jams you can taste. Most things in the store you're able to taste. And then we have our brie in a brie baker here, which is lovely. We have a goat cheese baker and a brie baker, so it keeps everything intact.
Yes.
So when you heat it up, you get it at a savory palette.
Yes.
Which is a great idea, because you're right. I do my brie on a baking sheet,
So
and
once
it's
you
a mess.
do that, do you warm it up again, or do you just leave it in there?
Well, it's already warm, so if you're waiting a while for your guests to come and you
So
want to
this
warm
is
it,
what you do.
could.
Right? Are we ready for this?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, look
inside there. And they actually come with a little spoon too.
A spoon would be nice.
Yes.
Who says I'm
But you
passing
can
this
just
down?
dig in.
All right, let's
What
see.
am I doing over here?
Now the shrimp, we want to go ahead and give it a little stir.
Okay.
And we can top it with some sriracha sea salt.
And we do have the Magic of TV, the final product over there if we wanted to look at it. And Linda, you can probably get a piece of it.
Absolutely, and you'll want to stop by a savory palette on St. Armand Circle. Amazing gifts with the balsamics and the oils, and this completely elevates your holiday cooking. Paulette has so many great ideas. Paulette, thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Thank
Mickey,
you so much.
great to see you as well. A lot of fun today with everybody. Everybody enjoy the rest of your day, and be sure to take some time and
Is it
enjoy the
delicious?
Suncoast view. We'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, I want to
Give that back.